So, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be like reacting to One Piece chapter 1051, and we're gonna be reading this live on Twitch. Of course, you're gonna be seeing this later on YouTube. But every Thursday, I'm gonna be live reacting to the chapters on Twitch. I will leave the link to my Twitch in the description, and also I will write the name somewhere on the screen. So today I'm joined with Leo. Like always. And Leo, have you gotten spoiled? Have you gotten spoiled, or you've been spoiler free
I
for the
mean,
chapter?
I've only seen one screenshot of a panel,
Okay,
but
okay,
like it's very way out of context, so I really don't know how big of a spoiler actually is.
yeah, okay, yeah. Before we start, I'm going to confirm something real quick. Okay, yeah, it's picking you up. It's picking you up. Okay, good. So, yeah, I haven't been spoiled. Actually, I've been going less on Twitter recently. So yeah, I haven't been spoiled. The only thing I know is the title of the chapter that says Shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke, and the color spread and the cover story. That says here Germa escape. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's Germa. Like at this point, it will
Yeah,
just be us hoping for something more. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. The escape was easy. Karakuri, he still should be in Whole Cake. So I wonder, is this going to be a walk in the park, or is Karakuri is going to show up and fight against the siblings? Also, Cracker and Brulee, they're on their way to Chocolate Town. You know.
I'm. I mean, like, it doesn't depend like on which island he is, cause since it's a whole archipelago,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
isn't there like a 1 day, uh, like a 1 day distance between each island?
I don't remember the distance between island, but they have Brulee, and Brulee, her ability spans throughout the whole island, the whole archipelago. So wherever Brulee is, she could quickly grab Karakuri, then go
Oh, true.
to Chocolate Town. Yeah, that Karakuri, I'm pretty sure he's capable to fight, but yeah, hopefully we see him because it's been a minute since we've seen Karakuri, and he's a fan
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah, he's a fan favorite. So yeah. But if all of those show Karakuri, then I don't see the Ben Smoke sibling beating Karakuri anyway. So
Agreed.
all that needs to be careful how if he does decide to use Karakuri in the cover story, he needs to be careful. But at the end of the day, people say Oda really doesn't care when it comes to power scaling, but I think he does. He should, like, a little bit. Yeah. So I guess that's everything to say about the cover. Predictions for the chapter. Well, the title says it all. Last chapter, Denjiro, he says he was going to introduce the Shogun of Wano, and some people say it was going to be Hiyori. Like he was going to say Hiyori is the new Shogun, but by the title of this chapter, it's going to be Momo. Do you think Momo is going to set the title? Is he going to set the title? Is he going to be like, no, I actually need to say out with Straw Hats? What do you think? Like predictions for the
He
chapter.
better not be a dumbass.
um. So okay, explain your thought. Then what do you mean by that? Like that
I
could go
mean,
either way.
like,
That could go either way. So what do you mean by that?
cause like, I mean, like, don't only Wano well like a leader,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and anyone that's left, like, that could take this motherfucker, I forgot his name, Oroshi's place. I'm pretty sure like they're not to be trusted, you know?
Yeah. The only
Like,
yeah. The only like trustworthy person is obviously the Scabbards and Hiyori. When it comes to like Momo's group. I really want Momo to join the crew. So I think he's not going to accept the title Shogun, and he's probably going to give it to his sister. He's going to say of course he's going to say why he's not going to accept. It's probably because he read Oden's journal, so he knows that he's important for whatever is going to happen in the future. So I think that's why he's going to not accept the title.
I would accept that.
Yeah.
I would accept that. Like at least if it's someone from the Odin bloodline.
Yeah. So I guess that's all for predictions. Nothing really. Well, I need to be honest. My thing is that Kaido comes back and continues to fight. But we just gotta wait and see for that. But if it doesn't happen, I'm okay. Like I told Leo, I don't know if it was recorded or I don't know when I told you this, but I told Leo that I'm okay with what Oda does. It's just I will have my theories, of course, my agendas. So I'll be okay with whatever he does. I just I'll just have my own agendas. And if they don't happen, then cool. They just didn't happen. So yeah. Let's see. So let's start the chapter. So it says here, mysterious figures in the flower capital, and then someone saying, "Wait, there's no need to flee. What? It seems that the dragon really goes in Kaido. Really? So there are two dragons." Okay, yeah. The citizens are talking amongst themselves. Something's happening in front of the castle. How can Komurasaki-sama be here? Boss Kyoshiro, what in the world is going on? And them asking them that. You two sure have made a name for yourselves. Now I wonder whether the rest of us, will still be recognizable to them. And then, okay, we're gonna see I have my complaints with Kinemon still being alive, but I'm pretty sure everyone does. But it's cool that he's doing the pose. The olden samurai kabuki play pose. And he's like Kinemon Dono. At least people are like Kinemon Dono. But how I thought he burned with Olden Castle that day. I'm pretty sure this whole chapter is just gonna be a recap. Now that I think about it, it's just gonna be a recap of, them saying what has happened these past 20 years with these characters. Someone says, "But he's in front of our eyes. Is this a dream? Have we passed on to the next life? But I don't remember us dying. It doesn't matter if this is reality or fantasy. Either way, I think we're about to see something monumental. Quick, fetch a light scroll snail. We have to get the war out to the rest of Wano." Yeah, okay. The rest of Wano. I thought everyone was already here, or maybe some people already left to their homes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the capital, so.
Yeah, but I was under the impression that everyone is in the capital celebrating, since this is the only night that they're free, technically. So I just thought everyone was already in the capital. But still, they gained the snail to tell everyone, and then hurry, and then we're seeing the rest of the scabbards. Kiko, she seems fine, and everyone seems fine. Wait, let me go back. Let me make sure of something. I don't see. Do you see Ashuradoshi? That's the fat one. Yes, okay. No, right? You don't see him. Well, I haven't continued.
So far, no.
So far, no. Okay, good. At least, hopefully, let's not get our hopes up. Hopefully, it's one death at least so far. One comes to the main guys. But let's continue. So someone says, "No doubt about it, it's the Red Scabbers. They've been assumed dead for 20 years. Toki-sama's prophecy came true." Yeah, then people are crying. And then, okay, yeah. So that's okay. It looks like not everyone was attending the party. Seeing something is happening in the capital. Ringo, Hakuma, and Kibi. Is this about the earthquake? I thought the village will shake apart. Some people talking about that. And then Curry head to Bakura Town. They're broadcasting something from the capital. And then Udon, that's the prison mine. This isn't the time to just stand around and watch. That was Babanuki, I bet. And then Ebisu Town. And then everyone's just laughing. Someone says, "What's all the fuss about?" Is a light scroll snail transmission from the flower capital. Okay, so everyone's seeing from Onigashima. Then someone says, "What do you mean you're..." Oh, okay. They're talking to Yamato. "What do you mean you're Kaido's son? So this war isn't over yet?" Hold on, I'm not your enemy. In fact, I've been following your exploits in the news for ages, By the way, I knew your crew was made up of a lot of weird looking people, but meeting you all in the flesh is still quite a shock. You're one to talk with those horns. And then and then this is Sanji. So Sanji, he's going to say Kaido's. What do you think Sanji is going to say? This is the first time Sanji sees Yamato. Is he going to say? Is he going to be like Kaido's son? Question mark. Or is he going to say Kaido's daughter? Question mark. And then we're going to get shenanigans. Sanji shenanigans. I haven't gone to the next page, but what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm not sure. Like, well, I initially read it as like Sanji's gonna tell the rest of the Straw Hats like what really happened to Kaido. Like
Okay.
he's interrupting them. Like
Oh,
this commotion
okay.
over here.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
What? You went to the
I'm
next
liking
page?
this next panel. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I remember I saw this tweet a long time ago. Like when Yamato got introduced, the tweet said, Yamato's side boob is carrying Wano currently. or her side boob is carrying her character. but okay, yeah, I love the panel. It's very nice. It's well drawn. Yamato says, anyway, I'll be sailing with you from now on. I go by Kozuki Oden, but you can call me Yamato. Nice to meet you. Okay. I'm guessing. Yeah, Sanji didn't say anything. Yeah, because Sanji says Kaido's, and then Yamato's like, anyway. Okay. That's just Oda, I guess, being coy with us. He's not going to, do nothing like that. Weird. But let's see. Oh, so everyone's like, huh? You're joining our crew? Brooke, yo, I approve. Sanji, not as much as me. And then Robin says, how amusing. Jinbei says, we'll need to get confirmation from the captain before I be convinced. Yeah. And Yamato says, fair enough. And then Chopper, he's healing Luffy. So is Luffy gonna be okay with his battle was so intense? Yeah, his battle was so intense. And that form of his, Yamato, question mark, exclamation point. Random Beast Pirate, hey, who said you could run off? And then they're like, eek, your master, please, we don't want to be servants like the others. Oh, okay, so Yamato said that to the Beast Pirates. And then Jinbei says, this one doesn't seem like an enemy at any rate. Quit whining and stay put. And then Usa says, that reminds me, what's gonna happen to these guys? Interesting that before I continue, or maybe I think Tom was going to answer my question. I was going to say something. So Thomas says, my jutsu always wears off when the moon shape comes back around. So only okay. So only lasts a month. Okay, cool. I was going to ask, like, remember everyone got drowned. So I was going to ask, did the water cancel out the Delphi ability, the Thomas ability? But okay, we got confirmation though it lasts a month. So okay, cool. It's good to know that it's not permanent, but a month is it's a long time,
Yeah, a pretty long time to have a servant.
Yeah, and then it'll be crazy if that could improve over time, like if she gets stronger with the fruit. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Yeah, stronger effects, stronger, longer duration.
Yeah, will be interesting. But so Tama continues. The animals usually go back to normal afterwards, but some stay tame. I'm sure they get to choose what they like best. Okay, cool. That's interesting to know. Then Speed says, Master, I want to stay by your side. I'm happy like this. That makes me so glad. Horsella-shan. I love Horsella here. I love it. Luffy calls her Umami-shan. I love it if you stay with me, but not as my servant. Yeah, I rather think of you as a mother. Oh, okay, cute. And then she's like, oh, too much. The cuteness blinds me. Then look, Komurasaki and King, and everyone else, they're kneeling. Who was that? And then we're about to see Momo. I'm pretty sure we're about to see Momo. So it says here, it has been 20 long years since my father died. Yep. And then he's like stepping. Father, don't tell me. You have all done exceptionally well to have survived this protracted winter. The freedom of the fire festival shall not end tonight. Starting tomorrow, all of you will be able to live as you wish. And like what? But Orochi will. You may drink as much as you please. Then I thought we were going to see him in the next panel, but no, let's continue. Yeah. You will no longer be charged for clean water. The toxic factories that have ravaged our land will be abolished. Slavery will cease to exist in Wano from this day forward. And then she's like Momokun. For more, and then a little flashback. For more factory workers died today. It may be our turn to go tomorrow. Who should tell Otama? She has to know. Otama-san, this will be difficult to hear, but your father and mother are. Oh, okay, so they died. Daddy, mommy. Please rest easy. I'm gonna be okay. Oh, okay. Confirmation. Good to know about that. Hats for sale. Get your hats here. Does anybody need a hand woven hat? Okay, that's Tama selling hats. Sorry, no money to spare. Woven hats for sale. Sorry, Komashio. No one bought any today. And then the baby Komashio. And then obviously Tengu. One that please. Wow, you're a Tengu. You are an orphan. I take it. Please do not give in. It will only be a few more years. Okay. Interesting that you said that. Yeah, because there's a theory that he's actually Alden's dad. I forgot his name. Sukiyaki, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, I think you did mention this to me.
Yeah. But either we're not going to get confirmation in this chapter, or either the theory is just wrong. But yeah.
At all.
Yeah. But let's continue. Soon the Kozuki clan's mighty warriors will make their return. When that day comes, we'll finally be rid of those demonic only. They will no longer poison this land. And then she's like, Kozuki, is that really true? Then I'll keep going. I'll be okay. And then present day. Yeah, present day. So she's crying, Otama, and then Tama, a little bit like she's remembering something. So she's crying. Don't celebrate like this is a special time out, the thing that Luffy told her. By the time we leave this country, it'll be a place where you can eat as much as you want every single day. And then someone says, I'm assuming Momo, Orochi, tyrannical regime. Yeah, regime. And the menace of Kaido are gone for good. I met a powerful and passionate friend on my voyage, and together our ninja I forgot the name. Yeah, is our ninja pirate mixed samurai alliance.
Pirate mixed samurai alliance.
Yeah. I completely forgot. Yeah, I completely forgot that was the full name of the alliance. So our ninja pirate mixed samurai alliance raided Onigashima, and Luffy smiling. Kaido, Orochi, and the beast pirates, the monsters that have kept you living in fear, have all been vanquished. And then they're like, what? Nani? Is it serious? They were beaten. That awful Orochi is gone. And then Kid, he's like, our alliance. We? Kid, he's like, we? Nintendo, we?
Y'all speaking French?
Yeah, like, we? And then people are celebrating. Beppo acting like he does something. Law, dot. And then Carrot. It's been a long time since we've seen Carrot. So Carrot's there. And then Momo continues. We will never forget the heroes who paved the way to make this possible. The next page. Otoko. She's getting like patted. Kinemon, now what? I'm not sure what to say next. Then Kinemon, he thinks, as they say, fake it till you make it.
Words to live by.
Yeah, of course he knows, because man, you remember that moment, like when the race started, that Kinemon. Yep.
He knew all along about Denjiro and all that.
Yeah. He's like pretending like he knew. Yeah, it was hilarious though. That was like peak comedy for One Piece,
Yep.
And then like flashback moment right here. What are you, Momo? Just a figurehead? Does anything in the world still seem scary to you? And then my name was given to me by my father. It means second to none. Yeah, I remember he said that to Kaido. I swear to live up to that by restoring this country's barren land to the paradise they once were, but I'll need you to lend me your strength. I have transcended the last 20 years to save this land. From this moment on, I'm pretty sure we're going to see him next page. Yep. Wano will be led by me, Kozuki Momonosuke. And then, yeah, okay, cool. He has really long hair. I'm pretty sure Olden, because Olden, his hair was like it had a weird shape. But think about it now. It was like very long. I'm pretty sure for that way he could get that weird shape. And then everyone's crying. Mother, I will keep my promise. Father, haha, when she away. I will continue along the path you started. Momonosuke-sama and Sanji having a smoke. Everyone's like celebrating. Everyone's smiling. Momo serious. The true Shogun has returned. My deepest apology for the delay. Momonosuke-sama. And then it says here, the narrator. Sakura petals dance in the future sky, where warriors can finally rest their blades. A man, 8 years of age, surveys their progress. As they drift in the night air of the renowned land of samurai, he may lack physical strength, but he compensates with his devotion to duty and boundless compassion. This man will one day be known far and wide as one of the Wano's greatest leaders. Okay, cool. We have just borne witness to the birth of the great Shogun Kozuki Momonosuke. Our young hero stands tall. Okay, that's really nice. Really nice way to it.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice way. Really cool. Really nice. And
like talking in the future, talking like in the future tense. I like it.
Yeah. Oda has done that every now and then throughout the series, and there's like one of those moments. So it's really cool. Yeah, really nice. The cover, the art by Griish, and the other one is also by Griish, and the first one is by Jackie Pop. Okay, so cool. Really nice art from everyone, like always. And the first comment.
I relate to the top comment, that's for sure.
And the first comment. Can't wait for this. The news cool. But yeah. Really good chapter. Okay. Thoughts, Leo? What do you thought about the chapter?
I mean, pretty cool. Like, it's cool that we finally see how Momo looks aged up. Like, I thought he was gonna look more like a twin of Olden. Not gonna lie, but I am digging that long hair look he has.
Yeah,
like it's pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
straight up.
yeah. Actually, there's a panel right here of Olden and Momo right here. So, they look exactly like I guess the only differences are that Momo, obviously he doesn't have the weird hair design that Olden has. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a plate, it's like a plate, and he also doesn't have the sideburns. But other than that, it's a spitting image of Olden, basically. So
I mean, to be fair, like it's hard. Like at least it's hard to like see it 1-to-1, cause like we see Olden a lot of times smiling, laughing, like especially like here, in this panel.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen Momo. Like we've seen Momo pissed off as an adult. Like it's just that expression.
Yeah. Right here is like very serious. Over here you can see like he's kind of smiling because he's hugging his sister. He's huge.
Barely.
Now that I'm seeing like Komurosaki, she's huge, and Momo is like way taller than her. So yeah, he's probably.
It was for the family, apparently.
Yeah, he's like probably as tall as Olden. Yeah, so and then it's cool. This last panel right here of everyone like walking towards the. I'm guessing they're walking towards the. What's it called? It's not the castle, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's the castle. It is the Shogun's palace. There we go. That's the word. The Shogun's palace. Yeah. And then it's really cool. Like Momo looks really cool as a grown up. What's a really good chapter? Like it's nice seeing this chapter right here. This will be a really good anime episode. Like if they do a really good job mixing with the flashbacks and the like the dialogue of the characters thinking stuff and remembering things, I think this will be a really good episode in the anime. Like the episode that we watched, the one about Luffy punching Kaido,
Yeah, yeah.
10-15. Like if the director Ishitami, if she does this episode, then that will be like a really good anime episode. Like this, I think this is like something that she will do really nice, mixing flashback and present time and all that. I'm going back. I don't think. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that's much to say. Yeah, you know me. Well, I guess finishing thought. You know me. I still wanted to fail. Like Kaido, he still could come back. I don't know, but I'm like, I'm going through back to the chapter, right? And I don't see no explosion in the background. Like I don't see the volcano. Like there's no scene of the volcano. You know what I mean? Like at least in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
background. So I think it stopped. Like it stopped erupting. So
Yeah, yeah.
it,
Like it's the one. Like it was a one and done deal.
yeah. Like so if it did stop, then well, I still don't think Kaido and Big Mom they're dead.
No, no,
Like
no.
yeah,
I very much doubt it. Like,
yeah. Like if they were, although we'll have like a little, like a box at least saying that Kaido and Big Mom are dead. You know.
yeah, like we will have some confirmation. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Um, Interesting that the chapter, the act didn't end. We didn't got the curtain saying act ended.
yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah. So maybe
We still have
mhm,
we still have a few weeks to go until we see Morgan again.
yeah. Maybe next week because there's no break this week. I mean, there's no break next week. So maybe the week after next week, there's gonna be a break. So either next chapter is gonna be the ending of the act, or hopefully my agenda we see Kaido and he comes back and and he starts baby shaking. Um, but that's just my agenda. But so far, honestly, this is a really good conclusion. Like let's say Kaido is done. I really love how Oda handled this conclusion right here. Because
Yeah,
everyone's like crying, everyone's happy. Momo
yeah.
his like really long speech that he did. Yeah, also the comedy of him like I'm winging it. I don't know what to say next. Yeah, yeah. Actually, this scene right here. I don't know if you're seeing my mouse, but
Yes, yeah.
this panel right here, it's like Momo from the side. And I'm like, that doesn't look like Golden, you know. I'm like that kind of like when I saw that, I'm like that looks more like Roger back in the day, like Roger's like first design, because yeah. So I don't know if you know about the meme that Momo was going to look like Roger.
Actually, I was going. I
Uh huh.
saw a meme like earlier this week, like before spoilers dropped,
Mhm.
where people were joking like that the big reveal of Momo is that he was gonna look like Whitebeard.
Uh.
Cause,
uh.
then his wife were in Whitebeard's ship when he got conceived.
Mm. No. Yeah. True. True. Yeah. 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 I think I did saw that one about the him like Whitebeard. But I think Roger was another one. Like, oh, Momo, you look like Roger. um, and then I was going to say something because we went with the Momo looking like Roger,
Yeah,
and then you mentioned
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Yeah,
Complete.
but I really did like how they executed that. Like, it's how I wanted. Like
Mhm.
after the whole battle ends, like
Mhm.
Momo shows up as the true Shogun. Like the whole speech captured the hearts of the people.
Mhm.
Like, you know, I actually like it. Like pretty much it's how I wanted it to be. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like it's. I think I said like a couple of bits back, if I remember correctly.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the perfect way for Momo's character arc.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good conclusion. Like, Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't see the Ashra Doshi. Yeah, I really don't. This scene where everyone's like bowing down. Yeah, he's not here. So yeah, either he's dead or he's just like lying around somewhere. And eventually, like Shopper or Marco or one of the doctors will heal him. Um.
And
I
we haven't
guess.
seen the
Uh
the
huh.
old dude, the Sunflower Samurai.
Goro.
Yeah,
Uh.
have we seen him here?
I'm going back right now. He's Zoro. Since I'm going back, here's Zoro right next to Luffy. Yeah, so obviously he's okay. Heal Goro. Let's see if I could see him like somewhere at least in the background. Um, Probably not. Like if he was somewhere, although we'll like definitely show him, like crying
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's
So
okay.
both Hyogoro and the fat dude are
Mm.
missing in action so
Yeah,
far.
they're missing in action. But I'm checking just in case I'm like going back and forth. I'm pretty sure I saw him like crying. There's this guy. I don't know if you remember him. He was like one of the first people we saw in Wano. And
Oh, you mean the carpenter?
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if
Oh
you.
yeah, like
Hmm.
yeah, wasn't there like an SBS where he has a cousin in another island or
Yeah,
something like that?
I was going to say that. So there was a SBS because someone asked Oda, "Hey Oda, who fixed?" So in chapter one, there was the scene where the bandit, I forgot his name. I think it's Kuma or Kuma something, the bear or something. So the bandit, he breaks down the door to the bar, and then he does his thing and he leaves. So then in the next like panel or so, the door to the bar is fixed. So someone asked Oda, how did the door got fixed so quickly? Instead of Oda saying that was like an error, like it was just an error of his drawing wise, he just said that there was this carpenter that he loves fixing things and he saw that and he quickly fixed it. That how good he is. And then Oda, and then Oda in another SBS, remember that carpenter that I mentioned like in the SBS. Well, turns out he's the cousin. He's related to this guy. He's related to this guy, and he came to the East Blue like on a ship, like many years ago. So yeah, and then also because of that, that's how we know that like 55 ish years ago, a ship from Wano went to the East Blue, and a bunch of people from Wano they dip Wano, they escape illegally, and they end up in the East Blue. Most of them they stayed in Neil Soro's village, Shimosuki, which is the name of who is Shimosuki? I think it's Yasue. Yasue Shimo. Nah. I know there's a couple of daimyos in Wano that their last name is Shimosuke, which that's why people think that Zoro he's related to someone important in Wano, you know, since he's from Shimosuke village and he looks like a Shimosuke, so all the he just still hasn't confirmed it basically at this point. Yeah, I don't see Hyogoro. I don't know. I'm like looking through the pages. So yeah, I guess he's missing action. Yeah. Every Straw Hat scenes. Okay. Alright. So I guess we could discuss like if this is the end. What do you think about Wano? I guess so far, since like this, if this is the end, so we probably going to have like 10 chapters maybe of like exposition dump. Like they always do, like Oda always does. The post arc information. So if this is the end, what do you think about Wano overall?
I mean, like it was long.
Yeah, very long. Yeah.
um, to like I would have to reread again, like from the beginning, to actually give it an actual rating and fair rating in comparison to the other arcs, because like
Mhm.
the other arcs I just binged them. Well,
Yeah.
this was my actual first arc. Well, not counting Reverie. Like this was
Mm.
my actual first major arc, which I experienced weekly.
Mm.
which
Okay.
is weird to say because I've been reading since late 2017.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's very weird to say that.
Uh
Um, so, but like so far, it's pretty cool. Like, the fights, all the action, the fights, especially Gear 5,
huh.
the like I expected a little bit more of the Beast Pirates. Not gonna lie.
I agree with you there. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Mhm.
but cause like I wasn't maybe because I've been spoiled because of the Big Mom Pirates. Like at least
Mhm.
King and Queen didn't live up to the hype of Katakuri. Like,
What you said that
but like
they did or they didn't?
they didn't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like, yeah, they don't seem they don't seem like they fit the. Like, of course they're the strongest.
Mhm.
Like after Kaido, but like they don't seem like if Kaido were to go kaput, they don't look like
Mhm.
they would be the captains, unlike Curry. You get what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I get what you mean.
Um, but of course, I like Gear 5. I like the
Mhm.
whole aesthetic of Wano.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very Japanese. I don't know which period, so I'm not gonna even attempt saying that. Like all the
Mhm.
reference though throughout the arc,
Mhm.
especially the reference to the Great Wave of Kawajama. I think that's the name of the
Um.
painting.
Hosokai.
Um,
Hosokai.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
Um,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Mhm.
the reference to Japanese mythology with the kitsune,
Mhm.
with the whole fact that in the waterfalls of Wano there's koi fishes
Yeah.
jumping, and
Mhm.
that's a whole big myth. Like
Yeah.
Magikarp takes from
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Magikarp coming to Gyarados.
Yeah. Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I agree with like most, yeah, pretty much everything that you said. Really good arc. The exposition dumps, they've been amazing. Like learning more about the world. During the act breaks and other stuff. And then the fights, like yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed with the Beast Pirates, like like I remember I had this discussion with my brother that in my opinion the Big Mom Pirates they're stronger than the Beast Pirates, but Kaido he's so ridiculously strong that like it balances out. Like Big Mom Pirates,
Like he's the one carrying.
yeah, and also another thing that I said to my brother is like basically the Big Mom Pirates they're quality while Kaido is quantity.
Yep.
Like yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaido his army he probably has more people, and then plus Oroshi's men, like and then while Big Mom, she has her crew, she has her most of her
Children.
crew, yeah, most of her crew is her kids, but Big Mom does has the homie though, her homie, so I think
Yeah.
yeah, so maybe she yeah, so. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think the Big Mom Pirates they're more they're more quality than than quantity
Uh,
compared to Kaido.
it shows.
Yeah, every time when I bring up this topic with my brother, I jokingly say that there's no beast pirate that could take down my boy Barbara. There's no one. No, there's no beast pirates. I'm pretty sure you don't know who I'm talking about. Barbara. If you
Is
forgot,
that the genie one?
no, that's Daifuku. No, I'm talking about obscure Big Mom pirate member. Like he's no Barbara. He's like wearing like a prison clothing, and he's like a boxer. Like he has boxing gloves. His hair looks like macaroni. Like he looks weird. Actually, speaking about Daifuku, there's a Bob Raw introduction. He was talking with Daifuku about they were like on the ship, and he's like, "Oh, Daifuku, what should we do?" So Bob Raw, he's like a obscure son of Big Mom. And then who else? Who was like another obscure Raisin? Like, hey, no one in the Beast Pirate is messing with my boy Raisin. Raisin, he's yeah. I was going to say Raisin looks like Madara from Naruto, but you haven't even seen Naruto or read it, so you know who I'm talking about. But you know Madara, right? At least.
I could look it up.
Yeah. Okay.
The
He's one of the villains in Naruto. So
Uchiha, right?
yeah, Madara Uchiha. So
Oh, he's
picture.
the one with the long hair. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a guy in Big Mom. There's a guy in Big Mom's crew. His name is Raisin, and he looks exactly like Madara, but he has like purple hair. And you know Sash Bell, right?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. So do you remember in Sash Bell, there's some characters that they have like lines going like down from their eye to their cheek, like for example,
Sashbell himself.
Sash Bell himself. So Raisin also has that. So he's like a Sash Bell character, and he looks like Madara. It's like a cool character design. But yeah, Big Mom Pirates is more like they're like overall they're stronger than the Beast Pirates. But still, you know, like, but since Kaido he has the numbers, I'm pretty sure they even out. But it's like, for example, Kaido he has the Flying Six, the Toby Ropo. Dude, I don't know. Like Big Mom, she doesn't have a Flying Six, because Kaido he has the Flying Six and he has his commanders. Big Mom she just has her commanders. So if we were going to give Big Mom like a Flying Six, I guess it would be Oven, Daifuku, but then who else? That's the thing. Like I don't know who else will be like part of that dynamic. You know what I mean?
Is Moody a commander?
Yeah, she's a commander. She's the number 2.
Okay, never mind.
She's the second sweet commander. Cracker third. The Cracker is the first. Then I don't know if you remember Snacks. Snacks he was the 4th, but he got defeated by a Rouge like before Luffy showed up to Whole Cake. And since Snacks lost, they took away his title. So I'm pretty sure they did the same. So I'm pretty sure they did the same thing with Cracker and Karakuri, unless unless they will keep their titles, because then Big Mom are like, damn, I don't have no more commanders if I keep taking away their titles if they lose. But I don't know, knowing her, they either they talk her down into taking away their titles, or she's like, whatever. We discussed it when I come back from Wano, you know. That if she comes back now, because you know she fell into a lava. Another thing, we don't know what the Big Mom. Speaking of the Big Mom Pirates, we don't know what they're doing. Do you remember that they were going to Wano, but then King kicked them, and then they got back up, and then Marco kicked them. So we don't know what they're doing. You know, either they're hiding, or they're still trying to go back up to the waterfall. So
or maybe they're trying to find Big Mom.
Yeah, so that could be a wild card. You know, the Big Mom Pirates. If I'm correct, Smoothie is on the ship. So it's like Smoothie. I think Mondor, he's the big guy. If I'm correct, Mondor was in the ship. I don't remember who else was in that ship, but
I remember Pearl Sparrow.
Yeah, because Pearl Sparrow he got to Wano. He got to Onigashima. And then speaking of Pearl Sparrow, we haven't seen him in a while either. So yeah. So there's a couple, and then also there's a world government ship. That's unless Sunisha already handled them like off screen. If they're still there, so that's another wild card. So there's a couple of things that still could happen during like the final moments of the arc. Leo, I don't know if you remember, but there was like this interview a while ago with one of the editor, and he said that Kaido is not the final. He's not like the main villain in Wano. Now we don't know if that was like a translation error, or he misspoke, or I don't know. Like, but he said that Kaido he's not the main villain in Wano. If it's true, like if he actually didn't meant that, what do you think what do you think he's referring to? Like,
man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's true. Act 4 and 5, baby.
yeah.
Oh,
If that's true, like 2 more years of Wano, because like
two. Oh my man, I'm prepping for three.
three. Oh wow. Um,
Oh, I'm
but yeah,
prepping for 3 years and Gear 6.
yeah.
Um, that's the case. Maybe the Marines, cause like the whole opening Wano's borders and all that.
mm-hmm.
Like, because we still don't know what happened with the Marines, like with the Marine ships as well. Like they were at the coast during the close Tunisia sequence
Yeah.
when that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know who was on that ship. Like maybe admirals,
Yeah.
maybe more CP members. Like,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah. I say at least like their goal was if Kaido gets defeated, they get Wano. So if that was their goal, they need at least one admiral and the SSG. Do you remember what's the SSG? Hello.
uh, the Soul Silver game.
so no, the SSG. Remember the warlords they got abolished. So the SSG is like the replacement for the warlords. Fujitora, he talked to Vegapunk, and whatever Vegapunk told him, he's like, "Hey, I made the SSG. They're stronger than the warlords. Let's abolish the system." So yeah. But Kaido, he wasn't. Kaido, of course, Kaido, he heard the news about the SSG, and he wasn't worried. He's like, they think they think their new little toy could be me, but um, speaking about the SSG, like Fujitora, he was very confident that whatever Vegapunk made is stronger than a warlord. So, and, Mihawk is a warlord. So, like, either the SSG is like crazy powerful, that they're stronger than Mihawk, which that's like something crazy to even think about. But or the SSG, they are strong, but like let's say Mihawk, he's like the exception, or maybe Weeble, like they're obviously stronger than
Well,
Boogie. you
maybe
know,
like the way I interpret is like maybe than the average
the average
warlord.
warlord. Yeah.
Yeah, cause like some of the warlords are very strong. Mihawk, like Mihawk being at that very end.
Mm-hmm.
While the others are not as strong. Like for example, the very nerfed crocodile.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like the average of those strengths. Like the low strengths are gonna obviously lower the high strengths in that. So who knows?
Yeah. I say obviously the weakest warlord is Boogie. you know.
Oh well,
Uh.
yeah. I was counting pre-time skip. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, but knowing Boogie, he somehow defeats one. He defeats a SSG, and and then somehow, some way, and then everyone will see him as a god. You know. Somehow he's probably going to escape. I think one theory I had, or someone said, I don't remember, but I know that I think it would be cool if Shanks, he has tabs on Boogie, because they were friends. So it'd be cool if there's like Shanks, he has someone on Boogie's crew keeping tabs on him, and then that crew member will help Boogie escape the SSG. Or Boogie by himself, he escapes and he somehow ends up with Shanks. Because I'm pretty sure they either they have tabs on each other, like a Vivid card or something, and then Boogie will end up with Shanks' crew. And eventually we'll see Boogie again whenever Luffy and Shanks meet.
I feel like they don't have tabs on each other. More like only Shanks has tabs on Buggy. Like Buggy doesn't know anything at all
Yeah.
of Shanks.
Yeah.
Like he's very unaware of it.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure the first time they met in a long time was during the war. They were like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like it's you, like Shanks is like, oh, Boogie, and then Boogie was angry because the whole flashback. Yeah, because of the whole flashback between him and Shanks. Well, yeah. And then when it comes to Mihawk, of course, I have zero doubt that he survived the purge, the abolishment. Then Weevil is a tricky situation because we don't know how strong he is. Like we could hype him up to no end, but at the end of the day, we don't know how strong he is. So either Oda shows how strong he is with this, like either he beats the SSG or he gets lost, he loses the fight. And then Boa is another tricky one because if Oda wants to show the strength of the SSG, one of the warlords had to lose, and I sadly I think it's gonna be Boa. I think it's gonna be Boa. And then the Celestial Dragon, they will hear about this and they will get her back, and then they will take her as a slave, and then somehow we need to resolve that eventually. At least like if she does lose us against the SSG. Who else? I think that's all the warlords, right? Mihawk, Boogie, Boa, and Weevil. Am I missing one?
Yeah, because Blackbeard got self-promoted to being emperor.
Yeah, he got promoted to emperor. And then Law, he gave up the title.
The Flamingo got his ass beat.
Oh yeah, the Flamingo. Yeah, he got beaten. So yeah, I think that's everyone. The Flamingo, Law. No, I think we're still missing one. I don't know.
Look it up.
Yeah. Look it up. Because in the time skip, it was Boogie, Law, the Flamingo, Boa, Weevil, Mihawk. Yeah, I'm missing a guy.
Let's see here. I was Kuma technically still
yeah, Kuma. I think technically, I don't know.
Yeah, was technically still a warlord, right?
Yeah.
Like, even though he was
a slave,
robot at that point, but
yeah. And also, he became, they turned him into a slave and all that. Yeah, he still had the title. Yeah. That was the other guy I was missing. I'm like, I'm missing a warlord. Yeah, Kuma. Man, Kuma, he's a very interesting character. And I'm afraid that Oda, he's not going to live up to the hype of Kuma, because Kuma, he's like one of the few characters that has ties to every like major organization. The world government, the revolutionary, and pirates. So he's like a really interesting character, and I hope Oda sticks the landing when it comes to like Kuma's backstory and how he ended up the man that he is today. Hopefully,
I just want to know why he carries all the time a Bible.
Yeah, there's that too. Like why he carries a Bible. And then speaking of Kuma, there's a theory going around that Vegapunk, he's actually on the ship. He's on the world government ships to Wano, because if you remember, Orochi, he told the CP0 members, that was before the party on the raid on Onigashima, like I think 2 weeks before the raid started. Yeah. So he told the CP0 members, bring me Vegapunk. Like he's like, I want Vegapunk. And then we could start discussing like deals and whatever. And then maybe they did brought Vegapunk, because of course they were not expecting the Straw Hats and everyone else to do a raid. So maybe they did brought Vegapunk to Wano. And then if Vegapunk is there, it'll be cool if Vegapunk talks with Sanji, Frankie, and Momo, because Momo because of Darfru, Sanji because of Germa's genes, and Frankie because Frankie was on his laboratory for 2 years. So yeah, that'll be a nice discussion. And maybe Vegapunk, he could like modify the race suit. He could also do that. he'd be like, "Oh, Germatech. Yeah, I'm aware of Germatech. You know, I'm pretty. Obviously he's smarter than Judge, so pretty sure he could like mess
Yeah.
around with it. Yeah, and maybe give Frankie an upgrade. Do you know? So we got Frankie. Do you remember what's Frankie number one weakness?
Uh, is there something with his back that he can't access his back?
Yeah, his back. So I thought that was fixed during the time skip, but no. Turns out because someone asked Oda in the SBS recently. So the dude asked like Oda, did Frankie fix his back weakness? And Oda's like, oh no. The question was, how does Frankie sleep? Because he has like big giant shoulders.
Uh,
So the dude was asking like, how does he sleep? So apparently, Frankie, he puts like some airbags in his back, and then so he could lay down and airbags comes out, and so airbags in his neck, so that's like his pillow, and then airbags like in his back, so that's like the bed, and so basically he could sleep anywhere he wants. He just activates the airbags, and then Oda didn't mention this, but that's kind of a way to solve his this back weakness because what if someone's like coming up to Frankie, and then he just activates that, and then he could like defend himself in his back. So yeah, interesting fact about Frankie that I didn't know. And then man, we went on this long tangent. I don't even know how this tangent even started about the warlords, and then we ended up Frankie. I honestly I don't remember how this tangent started. Man, no, I really don't know how we end up here. I think I remember. I think I remember that. I started with the Big Mom Pirates versus Beast Pirates. Oh yeah, we were talking about how disappointing the Beast Pirates has been. Yeah. And somehow we ended up with the Warlords. I don't know how. But going back to the original topic about the Beast Pirates being disappointing. It's just the way, like oh, okay, here's smile fruit, and then of course the smile fruits are not good. So of course the fighters are not gonna be good, unless like is there any smile user that is actually like impressive? I don't think there's been a impressive smile user, honestly.
Is Momo a smile user?
Who?
Isn't Momo technically a smile user?
Well, I'm talking about Kaido's smiles, because that's Vegapunk's. Like when it comes to Kaido like smile users, no one's impressive. Like at least like Big Mom homies are impressive, and they're like they're lower in the when it comes to the rankings. The homies.
Yeah.
Like do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember there was like beginning of Whole Cake, and then Big Mom she wanted some ingredients, so she sent Diesel, which like he was like a monkey if I'm correct, and then Randolph if I'm correct, I think he's like a rabbit, and she sent a bunch of like random people to random islands, and they were so strong that they like wipe out the islands and they got the ingredients. So and those are Big Mom's lowest ranking members. I just don't see a smile user doing that. Like going to a random island, defeat everyone on that island, and then come back to Big Mom and come back to like Kaido and give the like succeed with the mission. I just don't see no smile user doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair, like at that point, like yeah, the smile fruits are pretty much defective. So
yeah.
At this point, like they're just fodder. Like they're just fodder with a little bit of pizzazz.
a bit of pizzazz. And then there's the Flying Six. That it's telling that the strongest member in your crew are the people with actual devil fruits. Like obviously the people with actual fruits are your strongest members. So yeah, we got the Flying Six, and I just expected more from the Flying Six. I don't know. Like the fights were cool, yeah. I think my favorite was Robin versus Black Maria when it comes to the Flying Six. Like that was a really good fight. And then Jinbei versus Jinbei versus Who's was also really good.
I
Uh,
also like the one Funami and Usopp versus uh the chick with the cranny dose ability. I forgot her name.
Ulti. Actually,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. Well, you're in the minority because people really didn't like that. Well, most people didn't like that fight because it wasn't really a fight. It was more Big
Yeah.
Mom. It was more Big Mom. She showed up and then she interrupted the fight. And then at the end, Nami she gets Zeus and finishes off. So, and also most of that fight was off screen because
Oh yeah, but like it did have its moment. Like I like it because it reminds me of the comedy of Nami fights
mhm,
that she had like in Alabasta where she was struggling to use her weapon.
the climb attack. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think in Ennis Lobby against the soap user,
the
she was
Khalifa.
struggling as yeah, she was struggling as well, and it was pretty comedic. So like I really like that because it was a callback to those fights. So
Yeah, and also the scene that Nami had was a really good scene that she's um like I'm not giving up. I forgot what she said specifically, but like Luffy's gonna be King of Pirates, you know, which is like Usopp in Alabasta that he had a
yeah,
similar moment. So yeah, there were like some callbacks here and there to like previous fights, but it's just a shame that we didn't get to see the whole fight. We only basically
yeah,
we only got to see like the conclusion basically. But I think in the hopefully in the anime they will like show. Actually, no, I think they already did the episode. Now I think about it. I don't see every episode of the anime. I only see like the really hype ones.
yeah.
So yeah, that one I didn't saw. Now I think about it. But I do remember people talking about that episode on Twitter saying that the translations were not good. Like they're like,
Mm,
oh, the anime messed up this moment. And people are like, it's not the anime fault, it's like the translators. Whoever translated the
yeah.
scene, they didn't do a good job. So, but of course, some people, they just don't know like the difference, like who did what. You know what I mean? And then I think my least favorite was Frankie versus Sasaki. I think that was just one chapter, or like one chapter and a half. It was
I don't
interesting.
even remember that.
Do you remember Sasaki?
No.
He's the Triceratops, the guy who became a helicopter. So
Now you even okay. Now I have to look this up.
Leo, how do you forgot the Triceracopter?
I
I think that was the name of the attack, Triceracopter or something like that. So yeah,
I'm actually
basically, yeah, look it up,
I
look it
have
up.
to look this up
Yeah,
because
look it up.
okay.
So yeah, basically, Frankie was fighting against Sasaki, and Sasaki he ate the Triceratops fruit, and Sasaki he was like, "This is how Triceratops hunted back in the day." And then he becomes a helicopter, and then yeah, at the end, Frankie defeats him with the V victory slash. But yeah, uh, yeah. But from all the fights, I say that's the weakest. Am I missing a fight from the Flying Six? No, it's like and Brooke he didn't fight anyone. Sadly, he didn't fight a Flying Six. People were theorizing that he was gonna fight a CP0 member, but that didn't happen. It's a shame because Brooks he's the only member. Also Jinbei, if I'm correct, they're like the only member that haven't fought a CP agent, from the Straw Hats. So it's a shame
Yeah.
that it's a shame that all of them like give them fights with CP agent this arc. But yeah. And then like I already mentioned, the Robin versus Black Maria is my favorite fight. But like Robin, she's my favorite. She's top girl in the series. It's been like since Skypiea, Robin hasn't gotten a fight, 1v1. So it was really nice to see her have another 1v1. And of course, her demonio transformation was amazing. So I can't wait to see that animated. And do you remember? You probably don't, but before the Robin versus Black Maria fight started, the chapter I remember how the chapter ended with Black Maria. She took off her top and she was braless and she was showing off her back tattoo. And then Brooke, he was blushing because there's a naked woman right in front of him, right in front of him.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, I can't wait to read this fight because Black Maria, she's topless." And but the next time we see Black Maria, she's wearing like it's not a bra, but it's like bandages around her boobs.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sadly, we got robbed. We got robbed, but at least we got Robin in the demonial form, and like she was naked, and then But speaking of getting robbed, another thing, the film Red, we saw the character designs for the Straw Hats, like what they're going to wear in the movie and all that. So before that, although he did some sketches. So first we saw the sketches, and Robin, she was braless. I mean, yeah, Robin. She had like but she looked like she's wearing the thing that she's wearing in the movie, but she didn't have a bra, and she looked like a Amazonian from Amazon Lily. Some of them they don't wear bras, so it's like people were excited like, oh, we're getting topless Robin, but no, of course we got robbed. They gave her a bra, and I'm like, oh man, we got robbed again. We've been getting robbed. I'm pretty sure they're like, Oda, no more horny. And Oda is like, no. It's like, no horny. The bunk. They've been giving Oda the bunk. Yeah, we just been going on tangents for a while. I really have nothing else. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about the chapter. Really good chapter. If this is the end, fights were a little bit disappointing, but Luffy versus Kaido, of course,
of course,
like roof piece was amazing. I'm disappointed about the fake out deaths. Like I know some people will say like what do you want shock value, like shock value death in One Piece? Oda doesn't do that. But like, for example, let's say if Kinemon does die, it's not shock value. Like, it will be very emotional if Kinemon dies, because there's gonna be like a lot of emotion behind that. It's like shock value will be Attack on Titan, that anyone could die, random people dies all the time. That's like shock value because you don't care about the character. It's just it's a shock that that random dude that just died. But Kinemon dying, or Kiku dying, Ashura Doshi dying, like all these characters, Hyogoro, like there was like a bunch of characters that had death flags, and if these characters die during this arc, like it will be like very emotional. It will show how difficult this fight really was, because they were fighting against the Emperor. I think that will really elevate the arc, honestly, in my opinion. But I understand, Kinemon, he said that he really wants to see his wife. Of course, it will be sad if if they never met. So I'm pretty sure Oda in the interview, there was like a really old interview that he did. He said the reason why he doesn't like to kill characters is because he knows that character is someone's favorite character. So that's why he doesn't like killing off character. So that's like that's just him. That's just his writing style. He just doesn't like to do that. That's assuming if this again. That's assuming if the arc is over. That's assuming if the arc is over. Yeah.
I mean, so far, I'm pretty sure like there's at least like 3 more chapters, at least like at least the resolution.
I say at least 10, because although his resolutions, they just get longer and longer. So I say at least like 10. But something I just noticed since talking about death and all that, I don't see Izo. Like, I didn't saw Izo. That's Kiku's brother. I didn't saw Izo anywhere. Maybe in last chapter we saw him, but at least in this one, I don't see him anywhere. So
it's so weird. A lot of people are absent here.
Yeah. There's like a few people absent in these moments, And interesting because I thought, because the theory, like either Kiku or Iso die, they die. So if Iso, he's not here, maybe he's the one who died, because he did fight against the CP0 Asian, and he got shook, but he also shook the Asian. So he also shook the Asian. So it's like he of course he was strong. He's like Whitebeard's commander, so of course he was strong. Yeah. So yeah, Iso is not here. Ashura and what's the Hyogoro. At least those are the people I haven't seen in this chapter. And oh yeah, I was talking about fake out deaths. So yeah, that's something that lowers the arc a little bit when it comes to points, in my opinion. The fake out deaths. But it's just at this point, it's older. At this point, like it's older, so I don't think it's even like something to take points away. Like at this point, it's like it's suspected now. So yeah. The thing about Luffy, Gear 5, of course, like that's that peak One Piece, because like how the Delphi matches the themes of the series, matches the themes about Luffy and what he stands for, and all that. Like that's peak right there. Yeah, peak One Piece. So Oda, that really elevates the arc. Yeah, for me, everything about that. Kaido flashback. It sucks that on one hand I know why Oda didn't show everything, because of course whenever we get the Rocks flashback, that's when we will see more, like about Kaido and Big Mom and all that. On the other hand, the stuff that he gave was actually was okay. It was good. You're seeing him as a kid to present time, seeing like glimpses of his life, because I'm pretty sure his life was like flashing before his eyes, because he saw the attack and he's like, oh well, I guess I'm done for. So I guess that's why Oda decided to do it like that. You could argue, there's this guy on Twitter that he's a guy who's been defending Wano, like Wano is actually a really good arc and whatever. So he did a Twitter thread of like Kaido's flashback, like Kaido's complete flashback, and basically what he did was he got every moment that Kaido was in the flashback during Wano, and he's like, this is Kaido's full flashback. And if you look at it that way, then yeah, Kaido had a really long flashback. But it just how Oda does flashback, it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like Doflamingo, he got his own flashback. Kaido, he was in other people's flashback, but Kaido himself didn't got like a focused flashback. You know what I mean?
Like the closest thing we got was during the finale of the fight.
Yeah, that was the closest thing we got. Kaido.
And even then, like we didn't see much of him. Like it's more like just hinting at who Yo Boy was gonna be.
Yeah. But I do disagree with some people, because some people are like, oh, we didn't learn much through the flashback. I think we learned like why Kaido he is the man that he is today, because he grew up in the country that was constantly in war. So that's why Kaido right now he's a warmonger, and another thing, he was always hungry. Something interesting that I would like Oda to focus more, that he was always hungry, and then now of course Wano is always hungry. So I just want to see Kaido think, like, reflecting on his life. He's like, man, I grew up hungry. And then the country that I'm ruling, they're always hungry. Like I just want to see that, like Kaido reflecting on his past and then seeing how he acts in the present. Like, does Kaido regrets on his actions? I just want to see that, because if he yeah. And then also Luffy, he said to Kaido that my goal is to have a country where everyone like could eat freely. So, and since Kaido, he grew up starving and all that, I just want to know if that hit Kaido somehow, like emotionally or like deep down, But hopefully, whenever he comes back, if he is alive, we get to see more about that, because yeah. I remember this really old theory that Big Mom was gonna be an ally But now looking at it, I think Kaido is gonna be the ally, and Big Mom she's still going to have a grudge against like the Luffy and Kid in Law.
Oh yeah,
Because yeah,
Big Bomb is the grudge one.
yeah. Yeah, I think Kaido will like reflect on everything. He'd be like yeah, I think I will bet on Luffy. You know, being the next Joy Boy and all that. I know they're probably not going to accept Kaido right away because you know of everything that he has done. But I think that will be interesting. You know, that will be interesting. To see. I think that's everything. How long we've been? Yeah, it's like almost an hour and a half. So I think that's everything on my end. What about you? You're satisfied? Like you have nothing else to say?
I think it's pretty hyped that we got Yamato as a crewmate. Well,
Oh
so
yeah,
far
yeah.
we
We
just
did.
need we just
Yeah,
need Luffy's confirmation, but like if it's like a Robin situation, eh, like we just need Luffy saying yes and it's all good to go. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like a
because
Robin
like
situation.
it would be a cool character arc, like Yamato's still going by Kozuki Oden. Like
Mhm.
I do want like a character arc where she doesn't have to define herself as Odin, you know?
Yeah. I want that also, but we just gotta wait and see how Oda handles this.
Yeah.
Um, I guess one thing I would love to see more from Wano is that I would love to see more scenes of Yamato interacting with the crew, like during Wano, like during the raid.
Yeah.
Like Yamato, the only character she interacted with was Frankie briefly, and also of course with Luffy.
Yeah.
But she didn't interact with anyone else. So, so I would love to see more of that, and then you know, all the when it comes to like the next crew member, that crew member interacts with everyone during the arc. Even Robin, because you know Robin was a villain, so of course she was interacting with everyone. But in the case of Yamato, Yamato was pretty much only interacting with Luffy. So like although he's handling Yamato differently when it comes to like potential Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Uh, Even though that's like a complaint I have, I still don't mind her joining. You know, like of course,
Yeah.
yeah. Like you know, but yeah, like you mentioned, I would love to see that as a character arc of her growing from this like whole Kosuki Olin thing. But I just wondering how Oda is going to handle that because you know, like every Straw Hat right here, they're accepting that. No one's questioning. They're like, oh, what do you mean you're Kosuki Olin? Like, I guess the like right here, Nami and Usopp, they're like surprised, but yeah. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah. So yeah. Really good chapter. So um, since I'm streaming, I guess I will just end the stream also because it's late. It's getting late. So yeah. For the YouTube portion, leave a like if you like dislike if you don't. Subscribe. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, every Thursday, whenever there's a One Piece chapter, I'm gonna be streaming the chapter on Twitch. If you're interested, you know, to see this live, and then you know that way you could like interact and all that in the chat. And I also like to read other series, you know, like Soul Eater, Fire Force, Black Clover. I would like to catch up on that. And Ragnarok. Now I think about it. So yeah, there's like a bunch of series I would like to read. I will do that on Twitch.
I thought
And
you were
then
gonna say Wrecking Rolf.
no. So yeah, I will read those on Twitch and then upload them eventually on YouTube. And then I also would like to talk about other series, you know, like Toriko. I would love to read Toriko and you know reread it and talk about it, you know. Actually, King Light thing he's reading Bill King, so yeah, I would like to talk about Bill King. The little bit of chapters that there are out, and yeah, you know, I would like start doing more stuff on Twitch and eventually upload down YouTube. So yeah, that's the video. Do you have anything clear to say, Leo? How about to subscribe? Oh,
Didn't think of anything yesterday. Didn't think of anything for today. So
yeah. So yeah. that's the video. Also, that's the stream. I'm going to end the stream now. So yeah, see you.